from StreamYard when you did this?
Oh, it saves it. It saves it.
Right. Yeah. Oh, so you didn't. You just looked at the live feed. You didn't
And
look at the actual video to see if the video also had the.
correct. Yeah. Hang
Okay.
on a second. I may be able to open up another window where we can see that. Hang on a second.
Okay. All right.
Let me. In case anybody pops in here, we're just playing around trying to fix stuff. So feel free to hang out and help us fix things, guys.
Technical jargon. If
yeah.
you if you see or notice anything weird, please bring it up.
It's very strange. That's kind of the intent.
Yeah. Oh. Okay. I heard like the tiniest.
Yeah.
The tiniest loop, and then. Okay. So. Oh.
Let me do the screen share.
Okay. Check. Oh my god, infinite loops. I'm down a hole.
How did I do that?
I'm down a hole. Well, because you're sharing the screen of your screen with the screen and the screen.
Oh, that's worse.
Yeah. Hello. Echo. So I'm wondering if I go to Facebook. Well, I mean, I'll hear you. Yeah, I'll hear you. But and then so there we go. You're
let me play this for a second.
Okay. All right.
Okay, notice he's got some echo in his voice.
Yeah. I can't hear what you're hearing because I think it's just going through your headphones.
Oh, are you sure?
Yeah, because I can't see what you're seeing.
You can't hear this either?
No, but I can't hear anything, so it's probably just going to your headphones.
Oh, it should be weird. I thought that was going through. I swore that was going through.
I'm going to see if I'm echoing in the live feed.
So that didn't go through to you at all?
No, it didn't. But I just popped in what we did on live, and I'm not echoing.
You're not echoing?
No. And you have this set up the same as the other night, right?
Yes. I haven't touched nothing.
You know what? I hate to say, I'm going to chalk this up to shitty internet. Because, well, and this was funny too, and we noticed this. So we've had to scramble at the last minute with some people, like we did. So first off, there was this Indian model girl, Arusha Pandey, that we were supposed to interview. She was going to join us from India at like 2 a.m, right over there, and we couldn't get the audio to work. Like it was just like, it was terrible. And she even showed us like her internet speed, and her internet speed looked great, but for some reason it just wasn't flying. And then we had 2 people back to back that had the choppiest, like they would start their sentences, it would die, right? And then like we would get the start of a joke, but we wouldn't get the punchline, and it was just impossible to interview them. Bishop Stevens started like that. So, and we couldn't, and then finally we figured out that they had to use Chrome or nothing, right? And then once people started using Chrome, we could get their audio and everything was working right. So it could have been a sort of cornucopia of maybe using a bad browser, terrible internet, and just the specialty setup. Like I said, there's probably nothing wrong with your setup. It needs to have a minimum sort of internet connection for it to fly. And because my life, our literal lifeblood here, lives and dies on me being online, like I sprung for I sprung for the super death internet from Xfinity. So yeah. So I think that so somebody's out there listening to us.
Yeah, we got a few people. We got a
Yeah.
few people hanging out. Yeah, guys. Let us
Does
know in the
this
comments if there's any echo. If
yeah, does this
anyone's
sound good?
echoing,
Merry Christmas to you all.
I'm so glad you're all here.
Right, I know. This is wonderful.
Thank
It's
you
so
for
great.
joining my fun. I just sent him a message, and he said he always uses Chrome, and that's what he used.
Okay. So maybe it's not the browser. And like I said, that could have been specific to Restream, the Chrome thing.
Well,
Because
yeah, it's the same thing with StreamYard. They say Chrome works better.
right, yeah, but it's interesting though because I need to use Restream from my wife's 2-year-old laptop. Because if I do it from my work computer, which is a like super powerful MacBook, I get choppy video, and I'm back. But if I use my wife's laptop, everything's fine, and that's a Dell like Windows machine and Chrome, and I can be good. So, and that's just Restream. Like I was able to use StreamYard the other night with my work computer and be fine, which is interesting.
So tell me if you hear this through your headphones.
Okay. Yeah, I got it.
You got that?
Got it.
Okay, so all the audio coming off of my sound system there is working. So that's good.
Okay.
You just didn't get the stuff that was coming off that browser. So what about this?
Nothing.
Anything there?
No,
Okay.
I'm not getting.
I was just playing the audio from the video from the other night.
Okay.
In a browser, so you're not getting that, but you're getting everything off my other system, which is what matters. Okay, so all my sound.
Yeah, but no, yeah. So I just checked the audio on Facebook, and it sounds fine. I hear that. I got that.
Weird.
Yeah.
I need someone to join in here and say stuff. I see 2 viewers. If Andy or I are echoing, we need to know that.
Please tell us.
That's the kink we're trying to work out on this kinks episode. We're not just here because we're weird and into kinky stuff. We're trying to work out create them.
That's the After Dark stream coming in a couple hours.
Uh-oh.
There we go. Missy. There we go.
Yeah.
Are we echoing, Missy?
Are we echoing?
Missy?
Yes.
No echo. No Sean, thank you.
Sean, thank you. Yes. I'm not. Look, when your mom shows up at your live stream and she uses your middle initial, you know you're in trouble.
Do you need to leave? do you need to go finish your vegetables or something?
I don't want spinach. It's icky.
I have a small echo. Through Facebook.
And his wife says that too, I've heard.
Oh.
Sorry. Sorry.
Wow. No, that's good. I have a small echo. Well, that is interesting then.
So I wonder why you have a small echo.
Yeah. So can you if you mute my feed on your board, does that mutes me altogether then?
Yeah, like I just muted you.
You can't hear me at all.
I can't hear you at all now.
Okay. But it sounds good for Sean.
Yeah.
So that's it. So 2 Facebook users are having 2 different experiences.
Interesting.
How's mom's internet?
Are you on what? Okay, Missy, are you on Wi-Fi or are you on your phone network internet? Sean, same with you. Wi-Fi or your phone internet?
Let us know.
You two,
like I said,
become my eggs.
Oh yeah. So yeah, but like I said, I popped in on our stream just for a second so sounds better on Missy's end right now.
So we didn't change anything.
You didn't do anything. Yeah. That's weird.
So there shouldn't be any changes.
No.
It should be standard.
So yeah, so I'm on phone and not on Wi-Fi, which if it was going to Wi-Fi and it's mom to you, Corbin.
Can we just be professional here, please?
God, you're
I
so
know.
busted after this.
Yeah,
We can't.
man, I'm gonna
Okay.
get a phone call, and I'm gonna get him over the phone with him, and she's gonna
So we don't.
threaten she's gonna threaten to come over here and whip my butt, and then
Yeah.
I'm gonna say, "No, you're not," and then we're
This
gonna
means I
have
can't come over and play later, I guess. All
I
right.
mean,
Well.
bummer. You got the good toys. Your toys are cool.
Yeah.
That's why I hang out with you, Andy. You
I
got
know,
little toys
right?
like that.
Exactly. Come on.
Look, if you're gonna have friends as a child, at least be friends with the rich kid because they've always got better
Exactly.
toys.
They have all the best stuff. They have the biggest room, so like you can,
Yeah.
and they. Oh man.
You've got a basketball hoop that's hanging on 2 nails that's about to fall off above the garage. They have
Yeah,
a concrete pad with a hoop, and I
that's
have a
right.
Super I got Super Nintendo, you've got Sega Dreamcast. I mean, it's,
Yeah. Haven't had a net in that basketball hoop for years. It's got one chain hanging down. That's it. Oh
Okay,
man.
so Sean is on his
Yeah. So like,
network,
and
and
that and it's working
Missy
for
is on
him.
Wi-Fi.
Like that's optimal right there.
Mhm.
So, I
Weird.
like
No
I'm
echoes,
guessing. Yeah.
but no echoes now from
Yeah.
anybody.
So echo's gone. There is no echo. No echo. That's crazy. If that's the case, then again, I'm just going to chalk it up to poor source
Mhm.
internet on his end. And yeah, I wonder if that's got to be it. Oh, but as we wait for the next comment to come in, it's just like, who's going to do it first? Well, yeah.
Because we're waiting.
No, so mom just popped in and said it sounds good. There we go.
We'll play our new background music since we're chilling.
Okay, so mom says it sounds good. So I like I said, I think I'm just going to chalk this up to poor internet.
Yeah.
So we've with Christian's show, we've recently had to do a test run with people just to make sure that we can hear them fine, and they can hear us fine, and then it usually takes about 10 minutes, and then we're good to go.
Cool.
And I don't know if, but again, like you didn't hear that through, so like I wonder if so yeah. Right. There you go. Oh
Not
man.
nice at all.
Yeah.
Let's go back to the insult that she gave to you. I liked that one better.
Okay, no, that's good. Yeah. My natural voice just has a small echo. That's what it does.
That's just the bass.
Yeah,
That's
right.
just the natural
Exactly.
bass. You're in
Yeah.
the wrong, see, you're in the wrong side of your business. You should be on this side of the mic, not on the side you're on.
Yeah, and that's the hard part is that there are people just so much more funnier than I am that are on the air. Like
Have
if
you ever had the opportunity to visit that side of the industry you're in? I'm trying to be not say what you do or where you work.
No. Absolutely. So I have two really good friends that were on the morning show in San Francisco. It was an old CHR station called Z95.7. And I made friends with Gene and Julie, who were the morning show, and they would bring me on to, review movies and do stuff like that. And it was, I loved that part of it. And they were really easy to talk to. And back then I wasn't as confident as I was now. So they were able to sort of bring that out and make me feel comfortable on air and stuff like that. So and then when I got to KNBR, I had a fun online or a fun on air little riff with Gary Radnich as a promo for our new website that we were doing. And Radnich is one of these old like sports guys that just he has his own opinion and that's it, and everybody else is wrong,
Oh yeah.
And but it was great because yeah, they actually pitched this just to promo our new website, and it was pretty brilliant. We got like we doubled our views over this one little, well, two little bits that we did with Gary Radnich, where he basically so what it was he was going to rip me on air because I forgot to put something up right, and then the next day in his little on air spot, I photoshopped devil horns on him and put fire behind him, right? and so like people are starting to call in. They're like, "Wait, what's up with the website? You got devil horns and there's fire behind you." And they're like, "It's like, did that kid mess with my picture on?" And so they bring me in, and it was just like it was this funny bit. And then everybody goes to our website to look at this picture, right? And so, but then the funny thing is that, and he's calling me names, but that was all part of it, right?
Right.
And so a week goes by, and he comes into my office, and he's like, "Listen, I need you to come on because people are mad because I beat you up so much." And he's like, "Can you just come on with me and tell everybody that this was a gig that we did?" I'm like, yes, no problem. So I have the audio somewhere, and that was so much fun to do, and I love that they suggested it because like KMBR is this machine that has like owned sports radio in San Francisco for years, and like to get on air over there like was near impossible, and just the fact that I got to do this little bit was hilarious. So
the company that you work for also owns oh cool, look at that. Nice. Got swag. So they own KMOX
out
of St. Louis. And I do believe they own 97.1 in St. Louis.
That's correct. I've done a lot of work for those.
Have you? Cool.
A lot of work. Yeah.
So are you familiar with any of the programming and stuff on the stations then?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Okay, this is going to be a fun outing of myself and telling a very embarrassing story.
Okay.
So have you heard of the Dave Glover Show?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So right before COVID, and I'm pretty sure this was like February of 2020.
Okay.
They had a program, they still do. They were still on 97.1 before they went to KMOX.
Yeah.
And they had a segment called The Pastor, the Priest, and the Rabbi.
Okay.
And I emailed their producer because I actually used to be on a TV show fairly frequently called Ask the Pastor.
Okay.
And we would sit in the green room for an hour beforehand. We would look at all these questions people had sent in. It was a Christian television station that we did it for. And then we would go on air and we would answer these questions live. And then, people would call in with them.
Yeah.
So, I'd done this uncountable times, and I felt like I was pretty, I have my feet wet. I can have I can have this discussion, as long as it's a friendly one. So this is one of my many embarrassing stories. Yes, and I have a slew of them. I could have a whole show just making fun.
Right? Yeah.
So I get on the show now. Mind you, I'm a big fan of this show.
Oh sure.
I mean, like I don't live close enough to listen to them, but their podcast is one of my daily listens. So I follow this show religiously. And now I have the opportunity to go in the studio.
Yeah.
And I'm a little bit fanboying at this point. I'm trying not to fanboy, but I'm kind of being a fanboy, but not on purpose. So the rabbi couldn't make it. So it was me and the priest.
Okay.
Who was a very nice guy. I mean, we actually had a great time. So, we sat in the lobby for a while before they brought us back, and we go into the studio at 97.1 and we go on the air, and they, I just fumbled it. Like, they're basically asking me to introduce myself,
right.
Where are you from? Blah, blah, blah. And I basically spent the next like 90 seconds saying how much I loved their show.
Right. Yeah.
And I'm just clearly just drooling at the fact I'm standing behind this mic in this studio, in this building, in this city, and in front of these people. So we have the discussion, and it did not go well. The show did not go well. So after the show went well, I had a few people that I know that listened to it, and they sent me messages later, and they were like, "Dude, you killed it. You did really good. That was great." but I learned I'm a pretty conservative person, especially when it
Yeah.
comes to matters of theology.
Oh,
I'm very
sure.
conservative. I'm not a progressive Christian at all. I
Yeah.
believe in the scripture and scripture alone, and
Right.
I'll fight that battle. I'll die on
Yeah.
that hill. So
Yeah.
I realized quickly that I wasn't in a biblically conservative vibe.
Oh, sure.
And I mean, Dave Glover is a very open agnostic.
Yeah.
I'm probably the only practicing Christian in the room.
Oh, sure.
And
Yeah.
somehow we got on certain like I know one of the topics we talked about was women being in ministry and pastoral roles.
Uh-huh.
And I stated, well, I don't believe scripturally that, women can be pastors. Well, that opened a whole box of worms. I mean,
Oh,
I may as
sure.
well have just said, we need to go back to not letting women vote too. I mean,
Eh,
I didn't say that, but I might as
Right.
well have, according to the opinions of
Okay.
so I made the mistake later of after I left, I thought, okay, that didn't go too bad. It wasn't too good, but it wasn't too bad.
Right.
So I left and I made the mistake of reading the hate mail. And I
Oh, never.
I know,
Never.
but I looked at Twitter and one person said that Baptist needs to go jump in a lake because that's
Ugh.
a bunch of crap. And I
Oh,
mean,
man.
people were hating on me.
Yeah.
And people from the show were not disagreeing with some of the hate.
Uh-huh.
And
Yeah.
the funny slash bad part, that was the last time they did that segment because it was right before COVID hit. So they
Oh, sure. And
didn't
you
have
can't have people
anyone.
in the studio.
No,
Yeah.
they were the only in studio show in that building
Oh, sure.
for a
Well,
year.
because yeah, so and a lot of these people now can gig in remotely,
Yeah.
which is like the first month for COVID was hell for the engineers. Okay, but let me tell you that like a lot of times, and my desk at when I was in San Francisco for Intercom was right next to what they called the pregame area for the sports guys,
Cool.
right? And so they would talk about what stance they would take, regardless of how they felt. Like, okay, like Giants Tigers World Series coming up. Who are we taking? Who are you going to take? Are you going to take for this discussion today? Like, are you going to take the Tigers, or are you? And so they would purposely bring up both sides of the discussion to get that talk flowing. So regardless of how different your opinions were, and the fact that people cared enough to tell you how much they hate you
Yeah.
online,
Oh,
right?
yeah. Yeah.
Still successful segment. Like, first off, obviously, and I mean, and you know this better than anyone, never, regardless of your forum, never shy away from your beliefs.
Absolutely.
Right?
Yeah.
Right. No, 100%. Right. And the fact that you got on there, and again, that was, that's your favorite show. And again, you're necessarily, you're speaking in that church that you always wanted to speak in. Right.
Yeah. Kind of. Yeah.
Yeah. Right. So, and the fact that you got to say what you would normally say, right? Any given time in front of people, right? So consider that all a win, regardless of how people take it, because
right,
the people that you speak to on the regular as their pastor, they're gonna drink what you serve them.
Careful
right?
what you say there. Yeah,
yeah, but no, yeah,
not Pastor Jones. Be careful.
Right. This tastes funny today. What is this? Oh gosh! Wow, that's the good.
I like the fruit punch though.
That's good blood of Christ today.
Wow, this communion's lit.
Right? Can we get some more of that?
Yeah.
No, and so, but again, the fact that it sparked debate, right, and the fact that people cared enough to chime in, that's a win. Right?
It is, yeah.
If they did, yeah. The fact that they didn't do the segment afterwards was, yeah, you keep people in the studio that need to be in the studio, but then people that are out, and then you could only, like, it's hard to have a conversation between hosts and several people on phones, right? So that's I guarantee you that's why that segment died, right?
Well, the segment died because of COVID,
right? Yeah.
So COVID came up, and then they had to shut down. There was no there was literally no one in that building. Like, no
Right.
studios were being used. Everybody was broadcasting from home
Yeah.
except that show.
Yeah.
And they stayed in the studio, all the way through it. And then after, they started letting people go back to work, and then they could bring guests in, which was
Yeah.
maybe, I don't know, less than a year ago. They
Right.
started that back up because of COVID, but it was just ironic.
Yeah, that your
It was
that your
that
that
one.
your big thing was the one that killed it. I
Right, and then for almost 2
loved it.
years, that segment was gone after I completely trashed it, you know?
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah.
but yeah, I
So
don't have a problem, and that's a big thing, like, with my podcast.
yeah.
It's I think that the world is a worse place when we censor ourselves
Oh yeah.
for the sake of anyone.
Sure. No,
Um,
absolutely. Yeah.
I understand maybe filtering a little, like an
Yeah.
example. Okay, you cuss like a sailor all the time. Maybe don't do that at work though, because you work at a bank and that's not approved language. Okay,
Right.
that makes
Yeah.
sense. Don't talk like you do at home at the bank. Why?
Yeah.
It's a business place. We don't do that.
Yeah.
I think that it's good to filter yourself and to know what social setting is appropriate for what. But when
Right.
you start to alter your personality and alter your stances and what you have, or and especially your convictions, then you create this whole other beast where now it's
Yeah.
like a multiple personality thing. It's like, I've got to be this guy around these people and this guy
Right.
and these, and I can be myself here, but I can't be myself there. I'm just myself everywhere.
Yeah.
And, you know, I don't do that out of disrespect, and I don't do that out of rebellion. I do that out of honesty.
No, absolutely.
And
Yeah.
I think I do it honestly, but I think I'm a pretty objective person. Like, I
Yeah.
come at things thoughtfully, and I
Right.
say things with a little bit of intent and intentionality in my words. I don't just say whatever I want and, F the world. It's not that.
Right. Yeah.
And I think there's a big difference in not caring because you're just a person with no vanity,
Yeah.
and not caring because you're just not willing to compromise yourself. And I'm not
Right.
willing to compromise the truth
Yeah.
to placate to an audience.
Right. Yeah. You could, well, and on that note, you can accept and understand a certain point of view,
Mhm. Oh,
right?
yeah. Yeah.
Right. But again, you all you do is hope for acceptance and understanding of your point of view as well.
True.
And that's and again, regardless of you're on this side, I'm on that side,
Mhm.
you know,
We
yeah,
can respect
we
each other, yet still disagree with one another.
exactly. And and that's where I think the waters have been muddied,
Mhm.
you know. But again, in terms of what of your story there, like they love that stuff. Like they want that talk. Like they want that. I'm not going to say they want that viewpoint. They want that extra. And yeah, it is funny that you killed the segment, but I mean, and you can always look at it like that. But again, yeah, it's not. I would think of it that way if it happened to me, but then obviously the other factors in there too.
Mhm.
But yeah, but again, you need to yeah, and I totally agree with you. Yeah, you shouldn't have to compromise your views for the room that you're in ever.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. And I think, I get having a conversation. If you got 3 guys in the room, I get having a conversation, and it's like, okay, you play left, I'll play right
Yeah.
for the sake of the content. I get that.
Right.
But
Yeah.
if I'm brought in and I'm the content.
Well, yeah. Well, no, but I mean, but it's the joke. A pastor, a priest, and a rabbi walk into a bar.
Yeah, exactly.
Right?
Yeah.
That's exactly what it is, right? And so, yeah, no, that's. I mean, you don't pitch that segment to a program director
Mhm.
for happy go love feelings for however long the segment is.
Exactly.
Right.
Yeah. It's like, this is gonna get deep quick, and it's probably gonna
Yeah,
get
like no, this is going to be discussion gold, and
Mhm.
it might come to fisticuffs,
Right.
right?
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
Like people might get hurt, like, and people, obviously for the people that believe the priest, the people that believe the pastor, or people that believe the rabbi strong enough are going to show up and chime in.
Right. And that's in
And
any discussion that you have
no,
in
absolutely.
any
And that's
platform.
right. And especially for radio, that's what you want.
Mhm.
You want people to call, you want people to chime in, you want people to tell other people about the segment that you heard.
Right.
And say, God, this, you have to listen to this. This is what this guy said. He's nuts, right?
Well, and it's kind of
So
like the whole, if it doesn't bleed, it doesn't read in news,
yes,
and the whole idea of,
exactly. Yeah.
Drama sells.
Yeah.
If there's no arguing, if there's no hot-headedness, that gets boring real quick.
Oh yeah.
Family talk on Sirius has its place, but then there's also, conservative news media and Fox and CNN, and I want to watch a bloodbath between the Democrats and the Republicans, and
Right.
that's why all the major news outlets are the way that they are. That's why
Yeah.
one attacks the other side, even though they're unbiased, is because
Yeah, right.
that's what gets them ratings. They know
Yeah.
that we're feeding to this demographic, and this demographic is going to keep feeding into us by watching us, but we got to give them some heat. We got to give them a little drama. We got to make it bleed a little. We got to do all that stuff that draws people into a movie in this.
Yeah.
And I think it goes the same in a talk radio station and their discussion. It's like, okay, throw a punch in the next segment so we can make this thing bleed little.
Right.
And then we'll go have a beer afterwards.
Right. Exactly. Yeah. Yeah. We can't all be the News Minute on Radio Disney. Right.
Right.
Yeah. Right. Yeah. So no, I totally agree. And that's, and that's funny, but no, I did a bunch of stuff for KMOX while we were doing that turnover for them.
You're talking like last year or two when they did the big switchover? Yeah.
Oh yeah. Yeah. And who's the girl? But she left. So I don't know who the person there is now.
You're not talking about you're not talking about the station manager. You're talking about
so she was one of the promotion directors, but she was also the digital contact. And she had me on speed dial. Like she's just like, hey Andy, I need your help.
I'm trying to think of the names of like people that are like the upper people.
Is it Christy Strasser that's there today?
Oh, I have no idea.
Yeah, that's anyway. That's neither here nor there.
Yeah, people I don't know.
Right.
Like I'm in this, like I know these people. I listen to the radio like everyone else in the world, and that's how I know these people.
but that's like they're your people though.
Yeah.
Like I said, they're literally the voices in your head.
This is true.
Yeah.
I've been wanting to put names to my voices for many, many years. Finally, I have one named Debbie Monterey that gives me my news every so often, and one that's named Dave Glover that tells me a joke. One that's named Mark Close that's very old, bitter, and won't give up on life.
Yeah, right. Yeah, but I and again for there's no problem with fanboying too over, especially your first like segment on your station too. Mm-hmm. It could have gone much worse, right?
Oh yeah.
Like, oh hey, introduce yourself. My name's Corey.
I wish it was. I wish that's what really happened, but it's not what happened, Andy. It was so much worse. It was so bad. And I tried to be funny, and it wasn't funny.
Yeah.
And it was just bad. I used to have the audio, but it's gone, and I'm so glad that it's gone.
Right. Yeah. Right. Yeah. You don't want to revisit it, right?
No.
Yeah.
There's still audio of me on the television show though, and that I'm proud of that. That went okay. That went okay. Oh, it was not good. Okay.
Oh man.
Well, I think we worked out the kinks. I don't think there was a kink to work out, but
no. Yeah. Again, I'm gonna say bad internet for sure.
Yeah. All right. Well, this was fun. We should do this sometime.
Maybe we should. Yeah.
You should go start a podcast, and I can come be on it.
How about that? Let's do that. How about the Said Simply podcast? Should I do that one?
The Employees Ed's podcast.
All right. Oh, thanks, Sam. Yeah, we'll do it.
Hey,
Brandon.
What's up, dude? Sam, what's up? Okay. So we got peeps in. Now I don't want
We
to
got
stop because now we got
we have
people.
fans.
Yeah,
We have
we got
fans
fans.
now.
We
Yeah.
we might have started a thing, Andy.
I think we did. I
That
think we did. Yeah.
yeah. Your friend Chris is going to be so mad.
He really is.
He
Yeah, I have
is.
to talk to him tomorrow.
Yeah.
Have to.
I might have a bald spot, but he's got no spot. He's just got a spot.
Right.
I mean,
No. Yeah. Boy, talk about a lighting disaster. Yeah. Thanks for tuning in, Mom. Thanks for helping us out today.
Bye, Ma. Love you. See you at home tonight. I'm kidding.
Corey J.
I don't
busted.
live
Busted.
with my
Corey
mom.
J is busted.
I don't live with my mom anymore. I moved out. She quit giving me money, so I had to
Right.
I had to go get married and find someone that would give me money.
Yeah. Oh man.
Jay Bass. What's up, Jimmy Bass? I figured Corey would still be at breakfast.
Yeah.
That ended 2 hours ago, dude. It's almost
Right.
4:00. Golly.
Yeah, the post-Christmas breakfast. That's
I'm
the
getting ready
spread
for
of
lunch.
everything that wasn't eaten,
Yeah.
right?
Oh, dude. Okay, let's have that. Let's ask that question. What do you
Okay.
do with Thanksgiving, with like Christmas, Thanksgiving leftovers?
So Thanksgiving is easy because everything that this Thanksgiving fits into a sandwich, right?
Right.
Afterwards. So
Right.
you can eat lunch the next few days after Thanksgiving and be fine, right? Now, depending on what you do for Christmas, we used to do hams for Christmas. So I would do like the carved ham sandwich afterwards.
Nice.
But yeah, but like all of the additional stuff for Christmas, like we'd have to plan like the leftover dinners, right? For that. So like, but yeah, Christmas was, but then last night, well, and Christmas has morphed into lamb spaghetti now. So
did you say lamb spaghetti?
yes. So we do lamb on Christmas Eve, and then leftover lamb we cook into tomato sauce and put over pasta.
Nice.
This is, and apparently this is a Greek Italian thing.
Wow.
And so, and yeah, it's become tradition because we've done it, I think, the last 10 years now, and I can't replicate it. My mom does something to it that makes it taste out of this world. So,
but your mom is like, your mom is from.
No, she's
not from, but her parents.
Second generation American.
Okay.
Yeah, my grandfather was born in San Francisco. She was born in San Francisco. My grandfather's dad came over from the homeland.
From
Greece.
the homeland.
Yeah.
From the land of euros.
Yeah.
Gyros.
Sam, that's a
Gyros.
terrible.
Euros.
Sounds bad. Lamb spaghetti's not bad.
Bad.
I send you some. It'll be good.
You're gonna
so
like,
what do you?
you're gonna like the lamb.
Right. So what do you do with the leftovers?
Okay, so I just got through dealing with my leftovers from Christmas. So
Okay.
they always give us this monstrous ham. So I get
Yeah.
like half a hog that I have to fit in my fridge.
Right.
And so we had ham for dinner last night, and I have tons of ham left.
Okay.
But I put this like fancy homemade bourbon sauce all over my ham. It's
that sounds
delightful.
Good. Yeah.
It's a good way to use bourbon that,
Yeah.
no other good reason to use bourbon.
Right.
So I spent $50 on a bottle of bourbon. People look at me like I'm some drunk. I'm like, this is legit to cook with. That's all I'm using this for. So I had the same bottle for 2 years. So I finished off last night on the ham.
Wow.
So I made this ham with this bourbon glaze, and then I had a bunch left over. So I made this massive bowl of ham salad for lunch today.
Ooh, nice.
So
nice.
Yeah.
Oh, that's good.
So like hard-boiled eggs and cheese and onions and relish and mayo, a little mustard.
Oh man, that sounds killer.
Oh, it's killer.
Yeah.
Yeah. You're not going to be able to walk in my bathroom for like the next 4 days.
Right.
I mean, it's rough, dude. It's rough.
Oh man. Yeah. Oh
Thanksgiving leftovers, I try to eat them. Like I try to, because it's like casserole galore. So I'm trying to eat the bean and the corn and, the chicken casserole. And I finally get tired of that after about 2 days. So by Saturday afternoon, I'm burnt out. And then I'm trying to figure out stuff to make with turkey that's unique, and I'm tired of that. So by next Tuesday, I'm throwing the turkey out, and So yeah, I'll eat it like Thursday night, Friday, and Saturday, but by Saturday night, I'm done.
You're done.
I don't
Yeah.
care to ever see a piece of turkey or mashed potatoes again. Give me a pizza.
Yeah. No, I had to. We would have that problem too, where there would just be too much left over afterwards. And this is, I mean, this is everybody for Thanksgiving. It's like, so I had to tell myself, and this is me having the conversation with myself in the grocery store, saying, "Okay, Andy, I know you want to buy an 18-pound turkey. You just need 12. Like you just need a 12." And I'm literally telling myself, standing over the turkeys,
You're
right?
so soft and polite to yourself, I will say.
Well, because the last thing I want to do is have a serious argument with myself in public, right?
Yeah, it's
because that's when the people come and take you away. But
right. The people in the white coats.
right, yeah. So no. Luckily we had just enough leftovers for like 2 days of sandwiches, one more day of a extra dinner, and then that was it. Everything was done.
Nice.
Like there was a stuffing incident where I
What?
bought too much. I bought too much this year, so we
Was
did
this-
have to toss some stuffing.
How much
That-
stuffing did you have to toss?
A lot.
How much?
No, like, so there are the serving bowls. And the 13x9 dish, right?
Okay, yeah.
I made 2 of those stuffing ones.
For how many people?
9.
Oh no, I would have done the same thing.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Good. Yeah.
Yeah, I would have done the same thing.
So, and then this was a funny thing too. So my sister-in-law, 2 days before Thanksgiving, sends me this Instagram post about how bad stovetop stuffing is, right? And sure enough, that's what I bought for this year, right? So I'm just like, so I can't serve this year, and I freak out and I go get more, right? And then I realize that these 2 boxes of stovetop are just going to sit and die in my cupboard, right? So I decided to make everything.
I made a dessert yesterday. Have you ever heard of dirt pudding?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
The cream cheese and Oreos and
Oh yeah.
Cool Whip. Yeah. So I made a double batch of that.
Yeah.
So I have the largest mixing bowl that I have in my kitchen, and it's to the brim with this stuff.
Yeah.
When I got done. And there was 6 of us, and that was 2 kids that were 6,
Right. Yeah.
So everybody had 1 scoop. So I now have a giant mixing bowl in my fridge. And while I was making it, I looked at my wife and I said the words, "I'm making enough of this to feed like 18 more people than what we actually are going to have here, because I love this stuff and it's awesome."
Right.
And then after dinner, I looked at my wife and I said, "Why did I make so much of this?" And she said, "You're the one that said you wanted to feed 18 more people."
Right.
I've got enough for like 18 people to have 4 helpings in my fridge right now.
Oh yeah.
So if you want some dirt pudding, please feel free. Come on over.
Yeah.
I'll hook your brother up.
Yeah. Hey, jar it up and sell it at the next function, man.
The next function.
Yeah.
Go to the next street fair.
Right.
With the mason jars.
Come on.
Pudding.
Come on.
$5.
Yeah.
It's
homemade dirt pudding. Come on.
What's the word that everybody uses now? It's not homemade, but it's like artisan. It's artisan.
Oh right. Yeah. Yeah. Artisan dirt pudding.
Yes.
Overeaters Anonymous would love this show. Yes.
Probably.
So yeah. So welcome to the Cooking with Corey podcast, everybody. Come on. This is great.
Yeah.
Food Network, here we come.
My next guest, Emeril Lagasse. All right. I think we have done enough here.
Yeah. Yeah. We have beat the kinks over the head for sure.
We have.
Yeah.
The kinks have been well taken care of, and they will not be coming back. We hope. We hope. All right. Let me see. I need to figure out how to do something else now.
Okay.
So let me this button, and then see that window's not there. See, this is why it's called working out the kinks, because now
There
I
you
don't know
go.
what I'm doing. Where's that screen at? I'm looking at a different program altogether.
Oh, good.
It's
Oh,
not it.
goodness. Uh-oh. All right.
Where's the preview
Don't
screen at?
don't click that. No,
Where's the
don't
preview?
click that one.
Stop
No,
it!
don't. Sorry.
Stop it! Stop it!
You're
Where is it?
clicking
There
the
it is.
wrong.
No,
You're
it's not
clicking the
there.
wrong buttons.
It's what the. I don't see it at all. Where is the preview screen?
Oh, did you break it? You broke it,
No,
didn't you?
I didn't break it.
Corey.
Andy.
Oh, sorry. That's Christian. Christian breaks stuff.
I didn't break nothing. It's my toy. I didn't break my own toy. I just did with it what I wanted to.
Right.
There's a window completely missing. Where?
Was it minimized?
No. I don't know.
Did it fall into that weird abyss of Windows earlier?
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah. It must have fallen.
Ever. See, there's the recently played report. I don't need that.
No.
I need the. Oh, did I find it?
There you go.
Hang on.
Maybe. No. Wrong.
Okay. Okay. Now.
That
now
one.
let's.
No, this one. This one. No, that one.
Okay. Hang on.
Got it. Okay. All right.
And I think I need to type into that window instead, and then. I bet you, if I do that, and then I do that, and then I come over here and I push this button. Aha! And then I can pop this down without having to open up everything.
There you go.
So now I got my little slide.
I like it.
That's connected to the screen and not the actual. Okay.
Boom.
Look at that. And everything works.
Oh, I love it.
I don't want to open that program up though. I don't need that.
No.
Why was
no,
that
you don't
program
need
open?
that.
Did you open that?
I can't control your computer as much as I want to. I can't.
Wait a minute. Can't you control my computer?
If I really wanted to, I probably could figure it out. But
Oh, you're not one of the people in my life that I've given that access to, are you?
No,
yes,
not yet.
Yes, I am.
Oh, that's right.
I am.
I forgot about that.
I don't even know how to dismantle that ability.
Well, no, you know what? But no, after we fixed that one little thing, I know I buried that.
Did you bury that? Did you bury that hammer?
Yeah, I did. Yeah.
That body's gone.
Right. No, absolutely. They're not. They're never gonna find it.
I mean, it took a lot of work to get rid of that. Whew. You know, there's probably some federal committee right now that's listening to this.
Oh, no, absolutely. Right. Yeah. We're gonna get we're gonna get pings.
Right.
Soon,
yeah.
You know,
this has violated the group rules.
All right. Yeah.
There's so many dadgum rules anyway. White milk people, it's a joke. Stephen King and Hannibal Lecter could never have a channel.
Oh no. No.
Lecter could.
It'd be I think so, because I mean, you know,
you don't want to cannibal shame people.
I mean, you can have a cooking show with Hannibal for sure. You could have the psychiatric side of it. You can have the trouble with the American prison system as well with him. You know, I think that's a good, several podcast ideas from the Hannibal side.
I mean, we could even get into the feminist issue if you want to go back to the original Hannibal movie.
No, 100%. Yeah.
How they treated that woman.
I know, right? Yeah.
Anyway, just talk about how to make pudding for 27 people. I got a recipe, Sam. I'll send it to you. Gosh,
it is compelling video. I mean, come on. That is compelling video right there.
This is the most pointless live stream I have ever done. There's no point in this.
We worked out kinks.
We did. And I gave it, the disclaimer. The show has no point. We're just trying to get the kinks out of the system. All right. And the kinks are out.
They're gone.
All right. So that means I'm out. And you're out.
Yeah.
See you, Andy.